everybody, thanks for tuning in again for this Facebook Live. Just wanted to have a quick chat to you today about the topic, if there's no trust or respect, then it's not love. I expect to get a bit of pushback from this one, and certainly any time that I've talked in the counselling rooms about this, people tend to struggle with the concept of it. So I hear a lot in counselling rooms when people are in quite toxic, sometimes very unhealthy and even very abusive relationships. People will say, but I love them, despite the violence, despite, emotional abuse or psychological abuse or even physical abuse. I love him or I love her. And so I just want to unpack that thought and we'll explore that a little. So first thing, I just want to define what trust is, and you can go and look these definitions up for yourself, and you'll find that they're not too far from what I'm saying here. So trust is reliance on the integrity, strength or ability of someone, or to have confidence in someone or something. That's basically what trust is. Respect is the deep regard for someone based on their abilities, qualities or achievements, and or a regard for their feelings, wishes and rights. So you can see that without trust, you can't have respect. So if there is no trust, there is no respect. So to combine both of those things and say, to respect and trust someone is to hold someone in high regard because of their qualities and abilities, to have regards for their feelings, wishes and rights, and to feel that you can rely on them and have confidence in their integrity and their abilities. That is literally the definition of what love is. When you think about it, love is that combination of high regard, caring about their thoughts, feelings and wishes and their rights, and knowing that you can rely on them and having confidence in the fact that you can rely on their integrity and, their skill set, who they are, their abilities. So you can see that love can't exist in a relationship where there's disrespect and there's distrust. If those things are the very definition of what love is, then love is respect and trust. And it requires respect and trust to exist. So what is this strong feeling that people talk of when they're in a relationship where there is no trust and there is no respect? They clearly feel something, and they feel very attached to that person. And to them, it feels like love. It's what they've experienced as love. So I don't sit in the counselling room and say that's not love, but the reality is it's very inwardly focused rather than outward. So if you think about, when you think about trusting and respecting somebody and holding them in high regard, this is about how you feel about them. It's about it's an externally focused feeling, right? Whereas what attachment is, it's an internally focused feeling. So it's about how that person makes you feel. So they make me feel safe. They make me feel loved. They make me feel courageous, confident, masculine, needed, intelligent, understood, seen, capable. All of those things speak to attachment, not love. It's how they make me feel rather than how you feel about them. So attachment is inwardly focused. It's about how the other person makes me feel or meets my needs. So it's an emotional bond which we get our primary needs met through. And it's the same bond that a child would have for their mother or a primary caregiver. And it's based in that same place. So attachment can be equally strong, but it can exist in an abusive relationship. You can be quite attached to someone even if there's no love, no trust, no respect, because that person may well still meet some of your needs. They may make you feel confident and courageous. They may make you feel seen and intelligent, understood, capable, all of those things. And so a lot of the time when we're observing, abusive or toxic relationships, that's the feeling that they're actually describing, that they feel all of those things, that this person completes them. We hear that quite a lot. They're my other half, they're my better half, they complete me, And what they're really talking to there is some part of themselves that's undeveloped or unmet. It's a way in which they don't meet their own needs. And so this is why toxic relationships can hold people for quite some time. Well after they know that they should leave, they can still feel quite stuck in that relationship. And it's because those needs are being met and those attachment needs are there, even though there's no respect or trust left. So I guess the question then is what to do about that. The key to leaving behind a toxic relationship forever and making sure that you don't go into another toxic relationship is actually in doing your own work on yourself in order to know what those emotional needs are that aren't being met, that this person fills for you, and working out a way to meet those needs yourself so that you can enter into any relationship from a healthy place. That's it for today. I'm going to keep these quite short so that you can have a cup of coffee and listen in on the Facebook Live. Don't forget that you can add comments underneath the video. You can listen to this on podcast, and you can follow along on Instagram, Twitter, LinkedIn, and of course on Facebook. And if you've got any suggestions for other topics that you'd like covered in upcoming weeks, then please do let me know. Otherwise, have a fantastic week, guys. It was great chatting. Bye.